Hey guys, this is Viper Stealth. This is a short video on my healer build. So with a healer build, I think it's very useful to basically be a tank. It's to be a tank with as much armor as possible, so you can really take a battering and you take skills which help your team perform better. So a healer shouldn't be afraid to be on the front line if they need to be on the front line because they've got that armor to do so, but typically they'll be just behind the front line, who are basically fraggers. They've got a high damage rate of, high damage weapons, and they're doing high rates of fire on the enemy. And the healer would be going from cover to cover to the team, just kind of healing everybody when they need healing. So let's kick this off. All you need to do is go into character. What I've done is in all of my loadouts that I've got here is you just find basically a class that's got really high amounts of armor. So I think what I've done here is I've gone to my True Patriot build. I've got a 6-piece True Patriot gear set. You copy that onto a different loadout. So this is a like for like copy in terms of the armor, health and skill power. I don't need much skill power here. It's not a skill build. I've got my skill build above, so I don't need skill here. It's just about that raw brute defense of high armor, high health. So you can see here I've almost got 250,000 armor. I've got 81,000 in health. That's really strong. So that's my healer class. I go into here and you can change anything you like here, but basically you just want to prioritize as much armor as possible, make it as strong as possible. And then down here in your skills, you choose recovery skills. So I've got my chem launcher. Unfortunately, because I've got very low skill requirements, I'm not getting the benefits of all of these, because I've got no skill power. I'm focusing on armor. So the amount I heal my friendly squad and the amount of ammo I've got in my gun, it's lower. But the chem launcher is very useful for kind of giving people an armor refresh when they need it without needing to use an armor pack. And then lastly, I've got the Hive booster. So I would normally recommend the Hive booster, which is over here, or the Hive Reviver. The Hive Reviver can get yourself up automatically when you die. It will automatically get you back up. It's got quite a slow cooldown though, so be careful. And, do use armor if you've got good amounts of armor, but the Reviver is brilliant for if you're in a tricky situation, your teammates are far away, and it will get you up on its own. But I would also use the Hive Booster. So the Hive Booster is brilliant for just throwing it down near your teammates, and that way it just gives them much more of everything. So it increases their movement speed, their skill haste, and their weapon handling. Now weapon handling is everything that you have according to the weapon. So reloading, stability, accuracy, swapping weapon. It's everything that you have to do is swap, everything that you have with touching the weapon. So weapon handling. These two are really useful for an armor-based build that's going to be basically a healer. So I use the booster, so that way I'm constantly giving my teammates stims when they need armor, and I'm also boosting their performance while they're on the battlefield. So this is a really kind of strong setup. I've got a lot of armor. I've got the special Adrestia sniper rifle that you unlock as a special weapon from the Black Tusk Tidal Basin Invasion mission. So I've got that. I can hang back if I want to and just bang people in the head with this from long range. It does 83,000 damage. Or if I want to get close, I've got my favorite weapon here, which is the converted SMG 982. Brilliant weapon, and I use that if I'm close quarters. So I've got a couple of weapons to help me fight at different ranges, but also vast amount of armor, so I'm not scared to get up close if I need to, but I can really heal the team and help them perform as best as possible. The job of the healer is not really to get so involved in battle. It is to absorb the punishment from the enemy, get your friendly squad firing as effectively as possible and getting them healed up so that they can basically do the job of clearing all of the front line and not worry so much about their armor. So that's my healer build in a very concise video. If you've got any questions about this build, let me know and I'll answer them in the comments. But if you like this video, just give me a thumbs up to let me know that you appreciated it. Thank you very much.